welcome to Mr. Positive Kitchen. How much positive are you feeling today? Not 100% yet? Well, buckle up, because today we are making the ultimate morning fuel. The most luxurious, creamy, French-style scrambled eggs, a breakfast so rich and satisfying that your body will say merci. Scrambled eggs are one of the oldest dishes in the world. People have been eating eggs since ancient Egypt and Rome. But the French version, haute cuisine, oh, that's a whole different story. Imagine scrambled eggs, but instead of the usual quick stir fry, the French turn it into a luxurious velvety masterpiece. Slow cook, gently stirred, and finished with a touch of a butter and a cream. It's a less of a breakfast and more of a romantic affair with a whisk. French, being French, absolutely adore their baguettes. But here's the deal. Carbs first thing in the morning? Bad idea. Carbs? Now let's step into sci-fi kitchen laboratory, where eggs, they're not only cook, but evolve! Observe the culprit, a so-called glorious high-carb breakfast. You see, this is a trap in serious metabolic betrayal. The process floods the system. Blood sugar skyrockets. Insulin, the overdose superhero, rushes in a boom, sugar crashes, and now you are a mid-morning zombie. Aha! But fear not, the solution, proteins and fats, breakfast should fuel the body, no sabotage it. But why delay the carbs? Aha! Because carbohydrates increases serotonin, making you calm, sleepy, perfect for dinner, catastrophic for breakfast. These carbs for breakfast, you might as well eat them in bed. Okay, thanks, Mr. Processor. I've named today's recipe the Egg-citing morning, the ultimate power breakfast. So, do you want to know my solution for the best energizing starter? Let's see the ingredients, shall we? Starting from avocados times 3 and eggs times 4, because one is never enough for a big boys. Smoked salmon, 100 grams, because elegance deserves rebellion. Chives, 20 grams, because... Next, butter, 2 tablespoons. And don't tell anybody, but lemon as well. Black pepper and salt. To taste, obviously. Next, olive oil, 10 milliliters, 2 tablespoons of heavy cream, because France, 60 grams of grated cheese, and sliced black olives, about 50 grams, bringing a salty kick and loaded with fiber. So got approved. Take a screenshot and time to cook. Alright, first things first. Let's prepare our top. Wait for it! Not topping, but the base of our dish. But we will get to that later. Cut those avocados in half. Now, remove the pit by twisting your knife gently. Right, could be better. Take number 2. Now cut those in half. And remove the pit by twisting your knife But hold up! Is that the pit? That tiny thing? Okay, last chance. Just stay positive. Take number 3. Now, cut those in half
and remove the pit by twisting your knife. Jam, and the pit just jumps out.
Again and again. Okay, last chance. Just stay positive. Just stay positive.
Take number 4. This is the last avocado, so no backups, no safety net. Now, cut those in half and remove the pit by twisting your knife gently. The avocado stone is actually packed with nutrients, but it's too hard to eat, right? Now, take a lemon and cut it on half. And black olives, already sliced. Sometimes, even in fine cooking, we accept life's little shortcut. Give them a generous squeeze of lemon juice, because acidity wakes up everything like a citrusy alarm clock for flavor. Now, a drizzle of olive oil. It makes everything glisten like it's ready for a magazine shot. Give it a quick mix, just enough to bring everyone to the same party. And now, back to the avocados. Time to wake them up. So first, a drizzle of olive oil, just enough to give them that moistured ready for close-up glow. Then, a fresh squeeze of a lemon, because even avocados need a little sharpness in their lives. Now, black pepper and salt. Nothing fancy, just fundamental seasoning with a main character energy. Get in there, so give them a gentle but persuasive avocado massage. Put them on a side. We will come back when it's time for their grand entrance. Now, here's where most people freak out. We are adding butter straight from the fridge. Yeah, you heard me right. Ice cold butter. And so, add those eggs directly into the butter. And no, we are not melting the butter first. And we are not softening it too. We are dropping it as it is. Why? Because as we cook, those little butter nuggets will slowly melt into the eggs, making them ridiculously creamy. Now whiskey to combine the yolks and whites into one smooth, silky texture. Oh, and on that stage, we are adding a pinch of salt. But remember, just a pinch, because salt and scrambled eggs is like sending a message to your crush. Too much and you'll ruin everything. So now, important decision time. You can make those eggs in a non-sticky pan and they still will be quite good. But if you want an extra smooth texture, you need to use a bone marrow.
Behold, the bone marrow, which is the water bath, a masterstroke of German delicacy. We harness the latent power of steam, not brutal flames. There is no law. The commencing, boil the water. And the next, place the ball on the boiling water. But the attention, The bowl must never touch the water. This is crucial. Vegetation is the key. Stir regularly. For the first few minutes, nothing seems to happen. When the butter had melted, the eggs mixture in culinary later. But fear not. If you think you are doing something terribly wrong, the is you are doing it exactly right. Aha! This technique is uncertain, but trust the process. Aha! Up there, after a few minutes later, the revolution begins. When heated, the once liquid eggs are slowly thickening. This, my dear students, the egg coagulation is emerging. Aha! The science made eggs the delicious. So, continue the agitation. Stir, like a madman. Every whisking with in air, tiny invisible bubbles. You observe the protein coalesces, the air lifts, the evolution completes. Eureka! The vine body is spoken.
Okay, thanks, Mr. Processor, but now we bring in control. Just stirring, like your breakfast, would depend on it. We don't just leave the bowl over the heat the whole time. We lift it off, let it breathe, and cool down. Little bit stirring, and then back on the heat again. Why? Because we want a total control. Too much heat and you will get dry scrambled eggs. Too little, you will be stirring till dinner. This way, we are keeping in gentle, smooth, and luxurious. And yes, we are stirring the entire time, because if you stop stirring, you will fail. And then, again, let it cool down. Okay, cheese isn't the classic French scrambled eggs canon. So take about half of the cheese. Now, some black pepper and a pinch of salt. Okay, this is almost done. So back on the heat again. The cheese melt into the eggs like it was always meant to be there. And here's almost final touch. We take off the eggs from the heat completely. Okay, here's the final touch. We are going to add a little bit of a heavy cream. Just whisk it again. This, my friends, is a pinnacle of scrambled eggs. Soft, silky, delicate, absolute perfection. Just look at that texture. It's not for food, it's culinary velvet. Glossy, golden, barely holding itself together in the most elegant way possible. Magnifique! But we are not done yet, because now it's time for the profanation. Do you remember lemon? Who's going to stop us? The French? And if you are watching this at this point, congratulations! You are now legally obligated to hit subscribe button, because we do that kind of madness very often. So smash that like you are breaking culinary tradition. And tap this bell so your phone screams at you every time I decide to ruin another classic. Beautifully. So let's keep cooking dangerously. We are back to those avocados, but first things first, we're gonna melt some clarified butter or ghee in the pan. Why? Because it can handle the heat without burning, and it adds this rich, toasty base that regular oil just can't match. So, on the heat, look at them. They just know that they are going to be legendary, golden, buttery, and creamy. We want them. A quick sear, just enough to unlock the full potential, but not enough to turn it into an avocado toast. So keep it on the heat, stir gently about 2 minutes. See this? This is caramelization in action. That outer layer is waking up, unlocking hidden flavors. That's an avocado with character. But we are not done yet. Oh no. Now the olives. Those little flavor bombs. We are taking them even further. Listen to that. That's the sound of olives realizing their true potential. We're rendering them down, intensifying their saltiness and pulling out those hidden, smoky notes. Now, let's deal with this beauty. Smoked salmon. Rich, silky, packed with omega-3s. Basically, brain food disguised as luxury. We have to chop it into a small chunks. Chopping salmon is kinda therapeutic. It's soft, smooth, unlike onions, which just emotionally manipulate you. Now, it's time for the chives. Just a quick fine chop. Alright, the moment of truth. Let's bring it all together. First, our seared avocados. We will drown in our golden creamy scrambled eggs. And now, finely chopped salmon. It sinks into the eggs, disappears just enough to surprise you with every bite. Oh yes, those little flavor bombs. Bringing that extra edge. Caramelized black olives, briny, bold, and just a little bit chaotic, just like my cooking philosophy. Now, time for the cheese, not traditional. And now, a torch time! Because if we're breaking the rules, we are breaking them properly. We give it that Michelin start glow up. Because when you have a torch, everything becomes an excuse to set things on fire. This is how you take breakfast to another level. And now, the chopped chives. Now, the ultimate plot twist. Da-da-da-da-da. Lemon juice. Yes, I say it. We're gonna do this. Because, while this may be culinary crime, it is also a ridiculously delicious. And suddenly, bam! This is a final boss of this dish. The acid cuts through the richness, ties everything together, and this breakfast just evolved. Look at this. This is what I like to call a plated porn. Hey, French! Would you call this haute cuisine? Now, I need to hear from you. Did we just redefine breakfast? Would you serve this a fancy brunch? Or are you still stuck with your morning toast? Drop a comment below and let's settle this debate once and for all. See you next time and stay positive. Ciao, ciao! Oh boy, now I'm gonna test it, yeah?